The Israeli Minister for Economy, Naftali Bennett, joins us now live from Jerusalem, and we can speak to him. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Bennett, live here on BBC World News. Why did you choose this particular time then, or this particular moment, to end the ceasefire? After all, there have been other occasions when Hamas have fired rockets.
Well, Hamas ended the ceasefire yesterday afternoon. After several days of a ceasefire, they began shooting at Beersheba, and we retaliated, and we'll continue doing that. These ceasefires are pretty peculiar. We seize, and they fire at us again and again and again. If they want this whole thing to go away, they need to stop shooting at us and disarm Gaza, and then we could continue living side by side.
Some will, though, question the timing, of course, when you ended the ceasefire, or indeed whether you say Hamas ended this ceasefire, because, of course, it does coincide with your strike, the Israeli airstrike, on a top Hamas commander.
Yeah, you know, in any case, we're always looking to get the commanders of these terror groups. You and I are in the same boat here, if I may say, fighting radical Islam. I mean, we're talking about the Islamic State, we're talking about Hamas, we're talking about radical Islamic states that want to create a big caliphate from Baghdad through Tel Aviv into London. Whenever you identify a mega terrorist, you have to take him out like bin Laden, like al-Baghdadi if possible.
Let's talk about the people, though, who are being killed, because whatever way you look at this, there are an equal number of casualties. More than 2,000 Palestinians killed, mostly civilians. That against 66 Israelis, mostly military. I mean, the figures just don't add up. Why are you killing innocent people?
We're retaliating to over 3,000 rockets shot at us. Let's make no mistake, Hamas has decided to shoot rockets and missiles on Israel from within civilian concentrations. This is a very cynical and cowardly approach. But can I ask you, how many Israelis need to die for us to gain your sympathy?
When the ceasefire actually started, though, you said that you destroyed all you needed to destroy regarding the tunnels. Does this mean that your operation has now failed?
No, we're continuing to fight, you know, as long as Hamas and ISIS and al-Nusra and al-Qaeda exist, we're at the forefront of a global war on radical Islamic terror that wants to form a global caliphate. It's not over until they're done with. What was going to happen was a temporary ceasefire. Unfortunately, Hamas 8 times decided to break that ceasefire, and they did it again.
Why did the talks then fail in Cairo? Your delegation have now gone home.
That's because Hamas is continuing to shoot missiles on Israel. That's because Hamas is determined to continue this. You see, Hamas shares the same ideology as the Islamic State. Unless you and I convert to Islam, they actually don't want us to live. That's their ideology. So they view you and me as infidels, and this is what we're facing. The only difference is that you're in London and we're in Tel Aviv, and we're a bit closer to these folks, and we have to continue fighting until we do away with Hamas altogether.
Hamas want you to lift the siege. I mean, why is it so difficult for Israel to do that if it will bring about peace?
No, we have no siege. There's no siege going on in Gaza. Every day there's dozens and dozens of shiploads or trucks of food and medicine and humanitarian needs flowing into Gaza. That's not a problem. The problem is that what they try and bring into Gaza is also weapons and more concrete to build more tunnels in order to kill more Israelis. And that's unacceptable. So the general rule is anything that's humanitarian will go in. Anything that can create weapons in order to kill Israelis, we won't allow in.
Very quickly, yes or no, are you going to go back to those peace talks in Cairo?
No, I think that those talks are over. Once Hamas has started shooting at us missiles again and again, we're not going to conduct talks under threat of shooting. We're facing a very determined radical Islam group, and we have to beat it, and we will.
That'll be a no then. Naftali Bennett in Jerusalem, thank you very much for joining us.